Good morning, everybody. It is Saturday, November 30th, about 8 a.m. I just got done taking the puppy for a walk, and I just wanted to start a video here of what is supposed to be a genuine blizzard, which is just now starting. I think maybe you can hear the wind, and it's coming off the lake. So coming from the east, off from Lake Superior, which quite often causes quite a pileup of snow here with the right conditions, which this is supposed to have. So I'm going to start this video now. I mean, it's supposed to continue to get worse all day long into tonight and into tomorrow afternoon, Sunday afternoon. So here's my apple tree with a lot of apples on it and a lot of deer tracks underneath. So deer come through at night, look for any more apples that dropped off. They should be having more coming off in this wind, I would guess, and throughout the early part of this winter they should be able to grab stuff. You can see they've eaten pretty much most of the lower leaves off, so this is one of the spots they hit on a regular basis. After the walk in the morning, she usually gets fed, so she knows that that's coming, but I just want to show you the backyard here a little bit. So we had a storm last Wednesday, I guess it was. Wednesday into Thursday, where we had probably 8 to 9 inches of snow here. So I got on the snow blower for 3 hours by the time I did mine, and I helped the neighbors, a couple neighbors out and that. So yeah, that was a good storm, but this one is supposed to be quite a bit stronger. They're predicting anywhere from 12 inches to 24 inches of snow with this storm. That's why I thought, I'm gonna shoot a little bit of video, kind of at the start and maybe as it progresses, and then tomorrow. And the dog sure likes running around in the snow. There's a lot of energy in these puppies. Well, it's about 2:30 now on Saturday. It seems like the storm is just now kicking in. We've had a little bit of light snow up till now, but all of a sudden here, just a few minutes ago, it really started picking up. It's still mild. It's 33 degrees out, but the winds are gusting now up over 40 miles an hour. And like I say, the snow is just really starting to kick in now. Well, it's 3:45 now, and definitely a blizzard. Winds gusting, I'm sure 40 miles an hour, and that is pretty nasty. She likes the snow, but it's a little bit vicious out here. Well, it's Sunday morning at 7:30, and if you look out here, you can see the cedar tree branch all covered with snow. There's the apple tree and huge drifts, cars in the street, and it's still snowing. So it is definitely, or was, a full-fledged blizzard. I'll have to check the other side too, where the furnace vent is, which is important that you keep that vent cleared so the furnace keeps running properly and no carbon monoxide. But yeah, this is going to be, I don't think I'll get this cleared in one session. Probably have to do this in shifts. I won't be taking the dog for a walk this morning because yeah, there's just no real place to walk her, so she'll have to run around here in the snow in the backyard when she needs to be exercised a little bit. Well, it's about 1 o'clock. A while ago this morning, this branch busted loose on the cedar tree from the weight of the snow, and actually there's a little bit of sunlight, so I'm gonna go out and do some more clearing in the back. I cleared some trails for the dog, so she has a spot to go because it was pretty deep. So like I said before, it's going to be a kind of a long, tedious process here to get cleaned up from this one. Well, it's about 3:45. I went out for the second time today. Ran the snowblower and did some shoveling. You can see how that snow just hangs on things. I lost the one branch on the cedar. This part's hanging pretty low. Might lose that too. I ran the snowblower down. Got the sidewalk shoveled. But you can see I have a hill here. It's kind of tough, but I get it to work, and then I ran down the sidewalk, which may be kind of a useless effort because once they come with the plows, they'll probably push all the snow on the sidewalks. But for now, I got neighbors, a couple sides, and myself. It's supposed to get down to like 7 degrees tonight, and underneath, it's still pretty wet. Of course, the snow would insulate that, but part of it is you almost need to move this before it gets too cold. We'll go in the back here too to show you, but I don't know. I mean, it's hard to tell exactly how much snow because the wind was so strong with the drifting, but it probably for sure got close to the 18 inches or more. So I got the backyard opened up. The dog has a little bit of area to go through, although she sure likes running in the snow. But if you look down the alley, I mean, it's anywhere from 2 feet to a good 3 feet or more in the alley. So it'll be some time before they get through here. Actually, what a couple of us talked about was getting some guys with snow blowers, 4 or 5 guys with snow blowers, and just open up the alley ourselves, but we'll see. That's a lot of work, but it's going to be a lot of work once the plow comes through, because they're going to push huge banks either side or both sides. I'm thinking about the only thing they can get through here are going to be the graders. I don't know that a regular plow will, be able to push all this. So we'll just see what happens here in the next 2 to 4 days, I'm guessing. You can see all the snow piled on top of that roof. I don't know, I might have to get a roof rake and try and get some of that off, because it's pretty heavy. So heavy wet snow. I hope this isn't a precursor of what the winter's going to be like, but we just deal with it, whatever comes of it. So, well, it's Monday, about 10 o'clock, and as you can see, we are still snowbound, and I expect we probably will be for today. Who knows if they'll get down in our neighborhood. It's a nice day. Sun's out. It actually feels almost warm when you're standing in the sun, but it was about 8 degrees this morning, so this ice slush that's underneath, if you exposed it, got frozen up pretty good. And the deer came to the apple tree last night, underneath anyway, and looking for something to eat. Looking down this way. So we'll see if and when they show up. Hopefully be later today, but they got a lot of miles of road to plow. Well, it's Tuesday, about 8 a.m. and nothing new to report. Still haven't been plowed out yet. Maybe today. Hard to say, I guess. I can hear some units off in the distance when they back up. They have the beeping. So I think they're up above us in that neighborhood. So not sure when they'll get here. I think I put my vehicles in the garage last Saturday. And of course the alley is full of snow as well. And they're doing the streets, of course, before the alleys. So I don't know when that'll get done. Maybe we'll end up with a fleet of neighborhood snow blowers to clear the alley so we can get our vehicles out once they get the residential streets opened up a little bit. Because right now, I mean, even if you could get out of your garage, there's no place you could go because the roads are still packed with snow. So, yeah, it's been a tough one. I don't envy the plow drivers, but it'll be nice to see them when they get in the neighborhood. So it's Tuesday, about 3:30. The grader came through about 2 o'clock. Well, he came through about 4 times actually to clear enough here to get down to tar, and he winged it out and that. So since it was still soft enough, I went through with the snow blower and hit the sidewalk and widened out the steps here, and neighbors were out. Everybody was out. Looked like worker bees after the grader went through. Everybody jumped out quick with snow blowers and shovels and stuff and started clearing before it got cold tonight and froze. So at least the street is cleared. Now the alley's a whole nother story, but not sure when that's going to happen. But I guess we'll deal with that unless we get a bunch of guys like I mentioned earlier and go through with our snow blowers and try and punch out to the road anyway. So we'll see how long it takes them to get the alley work done, because again the vehicles are in the garage, which is nice because they're not all buried in snow, but can't really get anywhere right now yet, although I don't necessarily have to be any place. So anyway, it's good to feel like you're not totally locked in with winter snow now. So